I'm Kevin, and I'm going to go through how we set up the GitHub Classroom for Homework 0. And so right here I have everything we need. I have Piazza open on the top left, Terminal bottom left, and then here I have where I'm about to sign into my test GitHub account. So first thing we'll do is we'll sign into GitHub. And then next we're going to go to the post Homework 0 released. Here you'll see a GitHub Classroom link. So just copy this link, put it in your browser, assuming your browser is logged into the GitHub account that you want to link it to. And then it's going to ask us if we give it permission, say yes. And then here we're going to find our name from this roster right here. So this roster was imported from Canvas. And since I can't import myself, I have imported my friend Swami. So I go and I find Swami's account, select it. I say, are you sure you want to choose this identifier? And just be super sure that this is your email. Press OK. And then now we have our chance to accept the assignment. So what this does is that it's me saying that I accept this homework assignment, and it's going to create a repo with the name of the homework assignment and then my GitHub name at the end of it. So accept this assignment. And it should take, it says it takes a few minutes. It happens a little quicker than that. Sweet, so it looks like we're ready to go. So we can go check out our repo with this link right here. And so we are underneath the class organization, which is optimal control. And then we have our own private repo, which is the name of the homework assignment, and then our name right here. We're going to go through the steps to set up Julia for the first time. So this is assuming that you do not have Julia installed. I do on my computer, so I won't have to do every step you do, but I will talk about everything that has to get done. So the instructions we're now going to follow are in the README of our repo. So remember, this is the repo that we just created with GitHub Classroom. And then in this README are the instructions we're about to follow. So the first thing we do is that we download Julia 1.6.5 from the Julia website. And this version is important. So the current version is 1.7.1. We are not going to use 1.7.1. Instead, we're going to use the LTS 1.6.5. So if things are like working kind of weird, one of the first things we're going to ask is that are you using 1.6.5? So here you go and you choose whatever system you're on. And because I have it installed, I don't have to do it. And then one way to do it is we can then add the extracted binaries into the bin folder on our system path, or you can just follow these platform-specific instructions. So like for me, I'm on Mac. So I go down to the Mac OS thing, and we're going to download this file. So where it says 1.7.1, ours will be 1.6.5. It'll contain the Julia 1.6 app. And we install this the same as we would for any application on Mac. And then all we do here is that this is us creating a symlink between the Julia binaries that we have downloaded. So remember, this is opposed to 1.7, it'd be 1.6 for us. And we're going to symlink it to our user local bin Julia. So all the instructions you need to actually install Julia are all going to be right here. And then from there, you can follow these instructions again to run Julia. So here I have everything set up over here. So I open up Julia. I called mine Julia 6 just because I have multiple different versions. And so what we have here is that here is our repo, and we can kind of do all the normal things you'd expect to do, just like Python or MATLAB. And then now let's talk about how we actually get things going for the homework. So if we go back to our repo, we did number one, we installed Julia. We extracted the binaries, put them where they're supposed to be by following these platform-specific instructions. So now we are going to clone the repo that we've created onto our local machine. So for people that haven't used Git before, I'm going to start out with, in my case on Mac, on the desktop, and I'm going to set up some folder that I want to put all my homeworks into. So let's just call this optimal control homeworks. So all I did is I just made a folder on my desktop. And then what I do is I'm going to go into the terminal and I'm going to move into this folder. So desktop, optimal control. So now I'm inside of this new folder I created. I'm going to go back to GitHub over here, code. I'm going to copy this right here. I do git clone that, and what that does is that clones this whole repo into the folder that I'm currently in. So I'm currently in the optimal control homeworks folder I just created, and I just cloned our homework 0. So now if we look over back in Finder, our homework 0 Kevin Tracy test is full of everything that we need right here. Now we're going to start a Julia REPL in our terminal using Julia. So this is our did up here. I called mine Julia 6. You can call yours whatever you want to. And then what I have to do is I have to install the iJulia package. So this is me pressing this button. So I press that, and I do add iJulia. And it says no changes for me because I've already installed it. But what I'm installing this to is my home 1.6 environment. So just to clarify, I can do this without using that command by just doing. So this is another way I can do the same thing I just did. Then what I can do is I'm going to using iJulia and then notebook. And what this does is this opens up an instance of Jupyter Notebook in my browser. So I'm just going to bring this over here now. And I go to where I created my folder, which is Optimal Control Homeworks, Homework 0 Test. And then now the two things that I actually have to fill out for this homework, or three things actually. One of them is src homework0.jl, and this you'll edit with like a text editor. And then Q1 and Q2, these are Jupyter notebooks. So now I'm going to go through how to actually use these Jupyter notebooks. Notebooks loaded up right here, so I'm going to go through and fill them out, run them. Over here I have some to-dos, so everywhere it says to do, you have to go through and actually do that part of it, and then it'll test to see if you did it in these test cells. So I did not change anything, so these tests are going to fail. And now I can just make a change here. I'll say age equals. Test is still failing. So I'm going to go through, do everything in these notebooks, run every cell. Question 2, do the same thing, run all these notebooks, go through every cell. I'll just make a quick change here. And I'm making these changes just so we can see in our git status when we go to commit this that I actually have updated all the notebooks. Go through, you run every cell on this until all the tests are passing. And then we're going to go back over to our terminal over here, git status, and we'll see that we have edited homework0.jl, Q1, and Q2 Jupyter notebooks. And so to edit the homework0.jl, open this with whatever text editor you want. I use Atom. And go here and just fill out the student info. The default name is going to be Brian's and Brian's Andrew ID, so we'll just go through and fill that out with what yours is. So your git status should look exactly like this. You should have modifications on homework 0 and then on both the Jupyter notebooks. So we're going to do git status to make sure everything still looks good. Git add all, git commit, and this is just me adding a commit message. My first homework commit, git status, git push. So now I push it to main. And so then if I go over here to my actual repo and I reload this, what you'll see is that I just had my first commit over here, my first homework commit. I can click on it and it shows me like what actually changed. So I updated homework0.jl. It was Brian's name, filled in my name. And then I made the changes that I needed to actually do the homework itself in Q1 and Q2. And unfortunately the diffs for Jupyter notebooks are kind of bad, so this is not that meaningful, but I did change both of them. So let me go back into our repo. And so say that we're done with the homework, say everything, all the tests are passing in Q1 and Q2, and we updated homework0.jl, and now we want to actually go and submit this thing. So under the section in the README submitting your homework, Brian has created these really good instructions for creating the actual release. So we just follow these instructions, push your code to the main branch. This is what we just did. And then now number 2 is tag your final submission as v1.0. So what we can do is that let's just open up another window, move this thing over. So now let's just follow these instructions. Create a release, create a new release, then choose a tag, and we're going to make our own tag, which is going to be lowercase v 1.0. Create a new tag, release title, submission, final submission. And then what we're going to do is that we're going to publish the release. And now we're good. So if we go back to our repo, what we see over here is it's submission latest. So we just released this v1.0 submission. And we're all good.